Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So Jay, today a interview with Shakur Stevenson dropped on The Pivot, and it was pretty interesting. Shakur went through a number of different topics, and of course he's going to do that as a part of the promotional run that he's doing for his De Los Santos fight. So I was pretty interested in hearing what he had to say, and one thing that stuck out to me was the comment that he made in regards to Terence Crawford, or just the overall comment, the answer to the question from Terence Crawford. Now, RC, who was actually leading the interview in this particular section, he mentioned that, he reached out to Bud, and Bud asked him to ask him something specific, which I thought was interesting because, honestly, I felt like Crawford's question was basically setting him up to kind of poop on Top Rank, if you will, right? To basically trash Top Rank. Because definitely that was the opportunity, right? And you know where he was going with that, Jay. But I'm going to play this clip quickly so people can hear what it is that we're talking about, and then we'll come back and react to it.
Before this started, I saw you, the relationship you've had with Bud. And so I just hit him up like, hey, man, what's some questions, if you were interviewing Shakur, what's some questions you would have? One question he told me to ask you was, how do you feel you've been marketed and promoted thus far in your career?
I mean, I feel like I've been marketed pretty well and promoted pretty well. I think that I do a good job marketing and promoting myself. I'm good at like putting my business out there. I'm good at selling the biggest fights. Put me in one of the biggest fights. I bet you that I have so many different people wanting to watch just because of what I done said or what I done told them. So The difference is, like, I'm not like one of the people that don't believe in what I'm selling. Like, I really truthfully tell y'all right now that I think that I'm the best fighter in boxing.
So I'll stop it there, Jay, because I don't think you need to go on much further. But that question, Terence Crawford, he knows what that question could possibly bring, and it's an opportunity for Shakur Stevenson to basically trash Top Rank, but he didn't do that. And to me personally, and I know that he didn't intentionally do this, so please do not come in the comment section talking about, he didn't even say that, he ain't even doing that, they're best friends and blah, 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 because I know he has a great relationship with Terence Crawford. Hell, he said it in the interview. But I think he also inadvertently threw shade at Terence Crawford, and here's why. He mentioned specifically, I think they've done a good job, but I'm good at marketing myself. I'm good at putting my business out there. I'm good at selling myself. And that's the reason why he doesn't have an issue with Top Rank, because he's good at marketing himself. To me, I've always said that it's not, yes, the promoter is there to help promote you. Yes, the promoter is there to help guide you and put you in the right positions in order to expand your brand. But you also have to be responsible and a part of the promotion of yourself. That's just common knowledge, dog. Like, you can't sit back and just expect that your promoter puts you in a position and all of a sudden that's going. So let's say the promoter puts you in a position where you can get on a nationally televised show, or let's say they put you in a position where you can get on First Take. Hey, I got a connection. I'm going to get you on First Take. You only got 18 fights or whatever. You're not the biggest name, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to be on First Take. And you come up there and you're like, I think I'll fight amazingly. I think it'll be a great fight. And I think everybody will be happy. You are the problem. They put you in the position. You know what I mean? You got to execute at that point. You got to, like, the exposure, they're giving you the exposure. You then have to show people who you are so that they're interested in following you. The promoters can't make people interested in following you. And it's interesting because we did a live stream. We do our live streams every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you get an opportunity, please come and join us. But we did that live stream, and I specifically said that if we saw the Terence Crawford that cooked Ray Jack during a promotional run, he could be one of the biggest pay-per-view stars in the sport of boxing, because clearly, easily, Terence Crawford has a personality that we're not always seeing. And if he just turned the dial up on that aspect of his personality, I truly believe that he will be a bigger star in the sport. But I think Shakur basically highlighted the issue that Terence Crawford had, and really the difference between he and Crawford inadvertently, not necessarily trying to shade Crawford, but inadvertently highlighted that difference. Jay, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, and I mean, it definitely wasn't on purpose. He was just talking about how he does, and I criticize Shakur from time to time from doing too much on social media, but it
He's
seems
good
like
at
that's the
selling
way he
himself.
promotes himself.
He's good at selling
Huh?
himself. He's good at selling himself.
Yeah, oh, he definitely is. He definitely is. Good and bad. He's following the blueprint of Floyd Mayweather. Good press, bad press. Don't just keep talking about me. I'm gonna be out there. You're gonna
And
see
we've
me. You're
said
gonna
that.
pay to see me one way or another.
And we've said that. All press is good press.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, just keep talking about him. So it's funny that came from Bud to tell him to do that. So yeah, I think Bud was giving the alley the really the poop on Top Rank a little bit, and he caught it, but he didn't go that route. He took it as an opportunity to sell himself even more. And I respect Shakur for that. I see what Bud was trying to do there. I know Bud was probably laughing at some of the questions, everything, how he was on Shakur was going to react to it. So because we didn't say that. RC literally said this came from Bud because he called Bud or text Bud once he knew Shakur was going to be on the show to ask Shakur a question. So this ain't us. This is all stuff from RC, what you just heard. So we ain't making none of this up. This came from them, not us. But yeah, I give Shakur credit. He does promote himself really well. I mean, he's a damn good talent, and he keeps selling himself in a way he can definitely get there. And to your point, the Bud we saw interacting with Ray Jack on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it now, that Bud was entertaining. That was very entertaining. But they say
Extremely
Bud's very
entertaining.
competitive. I'm not saying Bud has to put everything on blast for his life and everything. But when it's time to promote or anything like that, like you said, just turn that part of your personality up and just be you, and then you'll be able to be more relatable to more people. More people will relate with you, and more people can get behind you and see your fight. And either way, if you're gonna be the villain or the hero, people are gonna see you. People want to pay
Yep.
to see you, and then you're gonna put cheeks and seats all the time. That's what you should do.
Yeah,
Point blank
when
period.
when I saw them two going back and forth, that I'm like, man, where is this dude? Where is this dude
Right?
doing the promotion? Where is this guy? So I know a lot of people are gonna take this video as Bud hate. Everything that we do is supposedly Bud hate. No matter what we say, is Terence Crawford hate. But
But it's pound
those
for
who
pound. Y'all didn't say it fast enough.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I know that there's nothing but junk out there when people say stuff like that, and I really don't care. Because I thought that was an interesting topic, and I like how Shakur Stevenson delineated between really he and Terence Crawford, in that he sells himself and he does it well. He really does, man. That's why I started pulling back off of, man, oh man, he always on social media saying stuff that shouldn't be said out in the general public. Then, Jay, I was the one, we did a video and I said, man, I'm starting to change my mind about Shakur. This is just how he's marketing himself. And this is how he's keeping his name out there and keeping himself hot. Maybe I don't have as big of a problem. It's not what I would do, but I don't necessarily have as big of a problem with it as I initially did, because he's trying to market himself and sell himself and get himself into the biggest fights, and I ain't mad at that. You guys tell us what you think in the comment section in regards to the comments from Shakur Stevenson. Does he have a point? Is he really good at marketing himself? And did you see a clear delineation between himself and Terence Crawford as it relates to their interactions with Top Rank, and how Top Rank promoted him versus Terence Crawford, and just the overall results? Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, Elm Sports Media, and we are